I'm Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Mr. Tim Spiers. We just heard from Nuno Espirito Santo ahead of the big game tomorrow against Southampton. Pretty relaxed, pretty chill.
Standard.
It was, wasn't he?
Standard Nuno. He didn't really get excited before,
during or after
any game.
No.
So yeah, no, he's confident, pleased with the start they've made. I'm sure there are improvements they could have made in those opening 6 games. They're always striving for perfection, although you can't be perfect, as he always tells us.
Yeah.
But I think he's pretty satisfied with what he's seen so far. He's very relaxed, smiling as always, doesn't look in the least bit tense. Why should he be? You know, they're 10th in the table, playing some fantastic football, getting plaudits from up and down the land. Not that he cares. No. He's not interested.
Oh, what is he interested though? Is he a little bit interested? Is he watching a little bit of what the pundits say? Is he reading a few column inches, or is he really literally, you know, doors down, this is us, this is our team, I'm not bothered about anything else exterior?
On the record, he doesn't give a damn, as he's just kind of said in there. He doesn't care what people think. Does he really care? I don't think so. I think he does. I think he does read and watch quite a bit of the stuff. But if somebody, well, put it this way, when someone slags him off, or somebody, we'll know about it.
We're giving you short shrift.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think we'd know about it. So that may come later in the year, but it's all positive at the moment. All positive.
From the outside looking in, Southampton 4-1, easy 3 points. Not going to be like that though, is it?
No, I couldn't believe it when I saw those odds. Many bookies say 4-1 Southampton.
Cray.
It is for a one-off game.
Oh, that's 20 quid. No, I won't.
Against well, yeah, you win either way, then, do you? Against an established Premier League team like Southampton.
Yeah.
I know they're only 4 points behind Wolves in the early stages. Like I said, established Premier League team with a lot of dangerous players. I think they'll put up a far sterner test than Burnley did.
Yeah.
And I think Wolves will have to play perhaps as well as that to win tomorrow. It will be a tough game, as always. Those first 20 minutes are going to be really important, setting the tempo. Wolves set the tempo against Burnley. They did it against Man United. They didn't do it against Leicester, and they struggled.
Bit of a scream over there.
Fan of yours?
Looks like Courtney Hall.
So they didn't really get going. They struggled to get going in midweek. So it's all about setting that tempo.
Leonard and Donker obviously hasn't been in the matchday squad. Even Cavallero, both I think performed pretty well on Tuesday night, and we're looking to get into that. Well, not starting lineup, but at least 17.
I don't think either of them will start. I think we'll see the same team for 7 games in a row. Magnificent 7.
Wow.
7th heaven. 7 games in a row. What a luxury.
Incredible, isn't it?
A key part behind Wolves' impressive start to season.
And the physios have got to get credit, and the backroom staff, the medical staff. I don't think they get sometimes enough plaudits, because that's amazing. Not just this season, but for the entire last season.
Yeah, I try and mention it when I can. You know, this is a really important part behind Wolves' success. They had hardly any injuries last season. Certainly none of any length that cost Wolves at any point of the season. Got to be lauded for that. They work a lot on injury prevention. There's a big team here at Compton Park, an expanding team, ever increasing, that kind of leaves no stone unturned. Sure. A bit of a cliche, but it's true.
Yeah.
They're so detailed. Pay a lot of attention to conditioning, like I said, injury prevention, which is just as important as curing injuries after they happen. So that's been a big part of it, and long may it continue. And I think, for the first time this season, they should have a clean, well, they will have, as Nuno's just said, unless he's telling Porky Pies, a clean bill of health tomorrow with everybody fit.
Because there was a little bit of a doubt, some people saying on social media about Matt Doherty, and then maybe missed the game through injury on Tuesday night. We think he's fine, all good to go.
Not heard anything on that, and Nuno says everybody's good to go.
So what do you think then? How do you think it's going to be on the bench on Saturday? What would you say?
What
would you say?
That's what we resort to now. We don't resort to debating the starting 11.
Don't care about that. We know what that is.
We resort to who's going to be on the bench.
Yeah, who's going to be on the bench? That's the exciting news on this video.
Still only have 2 subs like back in the day.
Oh goodness, was it 2?
Well, yeah, early 90s it was 2, wasn't it? I think.
Oh, steady.
And they went to 3 with a keeper. Now it's 7.
Crazy. Great times.
And Wolves are going to have some very good players not involved in the squad tomorrow. So I think for the last 5 games or 4, they've named the same subs. You're right there.
Yeah, I've got some sort of fly line on my head.
He's a bit whiffy. John Ruddy, obviously, Courtney Hawes, Sace, Vinagre, Gibbs White, Traore, and Leonardo Bonatini. Those have been the subs for the last few games.
Yeah.
Dendoncker wasn't hugely stretched or tested in midweek, but I thought he looked quite assured.
Nuno was pleased with his performance.
Yeah,
he's taking a little bit of time to integrate, and maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, because he was in the World Cup with Belgium. They got to the semi-finals, obviously, 3rd place playoff. So then he had a bit of a holiday. I think he had 3 weeks off. So of course he's going
Didn't we all?
He's going to be way behind, and it'll take him a while to get used to the pace. It would anyway, because he's come from Anderlecht. He's played there all his career. So to get dropped into the Premier League, it'll take a bit of time to get used to it. So you need him to be fully fit. It seems like he is that now. Certainly sharper. For what Nuno's saying, he's got 2 90-minute appearances under his belt. £12 million. They haven't bought him not to be on the bench. So I think he'll be integrated. It could be from tomorrow, and Courtney Hawes would be the vulnerable one. You've got to say. And Cavallero is back from his back problem. Been out since July. Wolves have missed him. They've missed his composure. I think they wanted quite a few of the chances that they've spurned so far this season to fall to him. He doesn't get ruffled. He's got that arrogance and that confidence that you want from a player in that position. And I think again we'll see him on the bench. But who the hell drops out for him? I could not tell you, Nathan. I could not tell you.
Well, it's incredible.
Will it be Bonatini?
I don't know.
Will they take maybe Sace out if they've got Dendoncker, because Dendoncker can cover the whole back three and defensive midfield
and striker.
So as long as you've got all your positions covered, if a player gets injured, that's it, isn't it? That's how you look at it on Championship Manager. So I presume it does the same. You've got all 11 positions covered by one person, or in particular on the bench, by your 7 players rather.
One player, with all those positions. Incredible. Buy him.
It's like you for Sunday League, wouldn't it? So maybe he'll bring Dendoncker in for Hawes and Sace.
Okay.
And then bring Cavallero as an extra attacking option. Maybe it'll be horses for courses. We'll see what game it is, who the opposition are.
Could you say though?
But he loves Bonatini, of course, as a backup to Jimenez. So really, really difficult one. Very difficult.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
I was going to start winding you back up there.
put a penny in the meter. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. And we've seen it in the starting lineup that he's like, I don't care if you're fit, if we're still winning, then I'm not going to change it. So could he do the same with the bench and say, look, I'm happy. These guys, we continue to win and draw and all the away from home and then win at home, I'm just going to keep it until it goes wrong.
I don't think so. I think yes, you use that mentality for the first team, but for the bench, you've got to find a way to get Ivan Cavallero on that bench. He's such a good option to come on,
and especially when they haven't been scoring goals or lots of goals, have they?
Exactly, and like I said, he offers something that the rest of the team haven't been able to provide so far, which is that composure and that clinical nature in front of goal. He does that. Scored 10 goals last year, I think, with 9 or 10 goals with 12 assists. And I think he'll make the step up. I really do, and I think we could see him in the first team before long. I think he could nudge out Costa or Jota. I think he can leapfrog Traore in that pecking order. I really do.
We keep on saying it, but I think Jota needs a good game tomorrow.
Yeah, he does. He's improved and Costa's improved, but they need to provide goals and assists. Jota scored 18 times last season. Costa scored about 5 and a few more assists. But they've got to be doing that. They've got to be doing that. Otherwise, they've got Traore and Cavallero who can take their place. So yeah, looking forward to seeing who's on the bench.
Hit me with a predizione.
I think it'd be tough. I think it'd be tougher than Burnley, but I think they'll find a bit of a clinical touch, and I can see them winning 2-0.
2-1 for me. Thanks. Scorers.
Obvious danger man is Danny Ings.
He's 3 goals already this season.
Because he can show Wolves how to do it. He scored 3 and 5. Looks like the player that Liverpool signed. Obviously, he's had bad injury problems since then, but he'll be in the England squad before long. I think he's a quality player.
Really? Back in the England squad, do you think?
I think so, 100%. Not many out-and-out strikers in that England setup. You're not watching an England video here. This is, but
alongside Conor Cody, he'll be in goals.
And Ryan Bennett.
Yep.
So he's the obvious danger man. They've got Nathan Redmond as well. Johnny Castrotto, have to keep a sharp eye on him. Got players like Gabbiadini to come in. They've got a lot of quality players. They won 2-0 at Palace a few weeks ago. They're better away from home than at home at the moment. They'll offer a very tough test. They cannot be underestimated. But if Wolves produce their Burnley performance, then I think they'll win.
Looking forward to it. 3 o'clock kickoff at Molineux. It is Wolves against Southampton. For all the build-up on this one, make sure you log on to expressandStar.com.